Welcome to Full Scope, a podcast designed to analyze the games that we love, the headlines of music, and the movies we can't forget. I'm your host, Wellington Burns, and I'm joined by a special first-time guest, Miss Tara Lewis, credit consultant. Her mission is to help you grow financially and never have to struggle supporting her family. Thank you for being on.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, this is something I've been doing for the podcast recently, life interview, life lesson segments where I interview different people. And before we even start, like to get with your bio, like where you're from, kind of like what was your journey like getting to like where you are now?
Right. So from Montgomery, Alabama, wasn't raised. I grew up very rough, financially scarce, and my mom left at 3. So me and my sisters, just me and my sister, we were kind of shifted from place to place.
Hmm.
We stayed with a great aunt who one was a substitute teacher and one was a nurse. So any kind of morals and importance of finances and having nice things. You got to work for them. You got to have your credit in order. You got to have your money in order. We
Hmm.
learned it from them. And it
Yeah.
was just a lesson I took along because, again, I didn't come from a fortunate family. So I had to get it all by myself.
Yeah.
And I just learned how to do my credit and monitor my finances because of that. I had my first child at 16. So it was kind of like playtime was over at
Hmm.
16, and I got in some trouble in Montgomery. So my aunt who lives here in Pensacola, she's like, you need to come to Pensacola before you end up in jail. So I came to Pensacola.
You don't want that mugshot life. You don't want that mugshot life. Miss Tara love
No,
mugshot.
now I've been twice
Oh,
in
dang. She's like,
Pensacola.
I'm about it.
Yeah. No, 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 no.
Okay, okay,
I've
okay,
been
okay.
twice, but it was due to like a domestic violence relationship.
Mm,
So from that, I formed a nonprofit for domestic violence victims and survivors. But the financial literacy and the desire to want to learn more and have more came from me not having anything
yeah.
growing up. And I just wanted my kids to have a better life than I did. So I would always on social media just drop financial jewels and, talk to my friends and family or whatever about it. And my ex, not one of my ex, he's an entrepreneur.
Mm.
And he heard me on the phone one day with on a conversation. He was like, why don't you charge people for that? And I'm like, for what? He said, that was a consultation. And I said, no, it's just me talking. He said, yeah, but it's a consultation and you can get paid for that.
Hmm.
And that's how
How started.
credit consulting came about. And that's my initial. So, and I've been doing it since 2019. I fully left
Your
that.
initials, your initials. You're using I'm using Wellington's Y Zone as my upcoming new podcast. So it's like we use our name for like our benefit. That's
Yeah.
smart thinking, smart thinking,
Yeah, because I was
smart thinking.
like, well, what's simple for people to remember? So TML, credit consulting. So you'll always remember my name, you know what I'm saying, in my
Yeah.
face when you talk about the business. So that's how I started. And I do specializing in credit repair, credit establishment for both personal and business credit.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
credit is a big thing. Having
And
good credit,
I
you can
hear
live.
so many older black men say, "Man, you better get that credit right. You better get that credit." I was like,
Yeah,
"Okay, like, but it's true, yeah,
because you can live off of it. And the goal is other people's money up front anyway.
yeah,
You just use other people's money. And like I tell people, you'll never see a debit or a cash transaction on a credit report.
hmm,
So cash is nothing in the credit world.
hmm,
You know, cash, credit first, cash last is what I have to kind of teach people because let's just be honest, as Black people, we were taught pay everything with cash. If you got a credit card, pay it off, cut it up, close it out.
yeah,
And it's the worst thing we could have been taught because you can't take cash. I mean, unless you got cash to buy it, you can't go to a bank and say, hey, they're going to say, what's your credit score?
exactly." The number one
Yeah.
question, the number one
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
And I obviously have like this is different for like most of the viewers that I have because like it's a probably a younger audience, but like what would be some of the things you would like advise the younger generation about kind of needing to know about credit, because obviously we spend way too much, Shein, all these dope
Mhm.
outfits, we go crazy, Spotify,
I love
Max.
Shein.
Shein is fire. This I got the
It
shirt from
is.
Shein. So it's
It
like
is. And
but
I got
like
this one from the thrift store. This is Liz Claiborne. It's got shoulder pads because I love shoulder pads, but I shop at the thrift store.
so that's why you were late for the podcast? That's why you were
I was
late?
late because I went to Bayview to walk, which I don't like doing, but I need to. So I went to Bayview, and then when I came home, I'm like, I gotta hop in the shower and iron something. So I had to
Yeah,
iron.
listeners, she was late. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. She wasn't late. She wasn't late. She wasn't late. But
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 yeah, I think for younger people, the first thing is to learn how to budget because it
yeah,
doesn't matter how much money you make. If you don't know how to budget money,
it's gonna eat you alive.
absolutely. And if you don't know how to budget money, you're not going to take credit seriously because you're going to just max cards out. And then you end up with collections. And then when you get to your age, you know what I'm saying, and you're trying to get things, you can't get anything because you messed up your credit. So the first thing I would say is take some kind of budgeting class,
Mm,
which I do like, budgeting classes. And I'll do quite often budgeting classes just for the community. But what I'm really trying to get into now is age groups, like you said, maybe 18 to 21. And then you
mm.
got 21 to 25, and then just on up, pretty much over
Wow.
after me.
Wow. So the fact you said you didn't even say you mentioned 28. So I'm just old now.
Yeah,
You said
25 and
25.
up. It's pretty up.
Wow, the way you just did that. You're like 25 and whatever the older ones are, like it's crazy.
But I'm
It's
47, and it's people my age that know nothing
wow.
about
See,
credit
look
because
look how Miss Carter looks. Miss Carter don't even look 20. She don't even look 47. She's like period. She like what? Stunning on y'all. She's
but
like,
we
I
just
woke
weren't
up like
taught it.
this.
You know what I'm saying? We weren't taught the importance of money. And as Black people, we just feel like, and I just made a post about that today, which the post was from like 4 years ago, and you know how it pops up and I
Yeah,
reshared it,
memories, yeah.
like the wealth status. When I was younger, I used to think it was clothes, jewelry, cars, all this and that. But when you get older and you just want that time freedom,
Mm,
all that, you know what I'm saying? It just falls behind. So the first thing I would tell somebody young is to start budgeting, number one. And then number two, just start building your credit. And I have a list of like, which I can send it to you, of
please do.
credit accounts that you can get for,
See, she said, listener, she said she was gonna send it to me. So
yeah,
like I'm gonna revisit this next week.
yes,
Next time I
I
have her on,
am going to send
she's
it.
not gonna send it. She's gonna forget.
No, I'm
She's
going to send it. I'm
okay,
going to send
okay.
it, and it's your job to give it to your listeners. You can share it with them, and it's just
I will.
kind of starter cards or starter accounts to get to build your credit. Because building your credit is not hard. It's keeping it together that's hard.
Right.
Yeah. So what's your credit score look like? Do you know?
Oh no, don't put me out like
Look,
that.
don't put it.
I'm not gonna say. I'll do. Can I say that for part two? Can I say that for part two when I
Yeah.
get myself together? Man,
Yeah.
sorry, just put me
So
on the
let me
spot.
say this, 650 is always your sweet spot. So it starts at 300 to 850. 650 is kind of like the sweet spot. 700 and up is like prestige.
See, I'm an impulsive. I'm gonna be real. I'm an impulsive buyer. So I have to work on that. That's I'm gonna work on that. I'm
Yes.
gonna work on that. I'm impulsive, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it
What
because
do
I
you buy?
we try to get the fits off. We trying to get the fits off. Get the AirPod, get the new headphone. I'm trying to get a new podcast mic, but I don't need it yet. I'm good, but I look at a lot of podcasts. I'm like, oh, they got the Shure mic, the Shure Shure. So I'm like, I want to buy that, but I'm like, I know I don't need it. I can save up.
If you don't need it right now, don't get it. But that would be an investment for your
Yeah.
business. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
not that just like clothes, jewelry, and
This is
stuff
something
like
that could
that.
like elevate.
Right. That brings no return.
Yeah.
That's a kind of waste of money. But if it's for your podcast, it's going to bring a return. That is what you need to be investing in.
Yeah.
Anything
So
that you
that
can
would be a good
invest in
purchase.
that you
So that
can
would be a
sell
good
back.
purchase.
Yeah.
So that over AirPods, that would be a good purchase, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. If you anything that you can get that you can sell back somewhere if you need it to for financial reasons, yeah.
For sure. For sure. So now I feel now when I get that Shuri mic, you're gonna be like, oh, you got that Shuri mic. That
So what is
Shuri
it?
mic.
Better quality than this
Better
one?
quality, yeah. But and this
Okay.
is a good mic. It's just I get so like just enticed by seeing so many podcasters with a Shuri mic that I'm like, I gotta get it. I gotta
Get
get
it
it.
for Christmas. Put it on your Christmas wish list. As somebody else buying it.
You're gonna get it from me?
Start you a GoFundMe for it. How much is it?
It's like 199.
Boy, that's not a lot of money.
Miss Tara,
You get you a credit
why are you
card
talking to me like I'm your son?
because my oldest son is 32,
Oh, okay,
my
okay.
daughter is 24, and my youngest is 18. So yeah, it's my job to
QP
talk to you like that, to teach you. But you can get that from Best Buy. See if you had good credit.
for sure.
You go to Best Buy and get you one. And that's what you use your credit for, to leverage it to make more money.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
what are three tips? What are three tips you would have for people for people that are just trying to get out of the hole to manage their credit better? What would be three tips? Three tips you would have. Three
The first
basic
thing
tips.
to get out of the hole to get better credit or to manage money.
I mean, manage money. Yeah, I should say manage money. Yeah.
The first thing is I would at least set aside, if whatever your pay is, if you have anything to set, it could be $50.
Mm,
Start setting it aside because you have to mentally get there. You can have $1 million. If mentally you're not financially savvy, it doesn't matter. You're going to spend it.
Yeah,
So don't feel like, oh, I can't save $300 or $400 a month. I'm not going to do anything. No, start somewhere.
for sure.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
start
start
somewhere.
somewhere.
And the second thing is kind of just go through all of your stuff and really look at it. Like how often do we use all of our clothes, all of our things? You
How
don't.
often do we go to the movies? Like, I'm going to the movie theater. I'm going to the movies in a couple weeks to watch the new Michael B. Jordan movie, which is going to be a classic. But I rarely go out. You know, when we go to the movie theaters, when we go to the movie theaters, just spend. It's just like we want to go out to enjoy ourselves. I don't go
Yeah,
every week. I don't go to the movie
right.
theater every week. But when I want to go out, I'm like, I'm gonna go to the movie theater. You know, so
And I would say the third tip would probably be, like you said, to prioritize your outings because outings add up.
yeah, they do.
And it's nothing wrong with it because we don't live to just pay bills and die. But so that's
Some
kind of
do.
like an
Some do.
exception going to see Michael Jordan. I mean, it's Michael Jordan and it's a movie.
Yeah.
But I would say maybe once or twice a month, just do an outing outside of that and not eat out all the time. You'd be amazed when people come to me to do a budgeting consultation. They're like, I don't know where my money went. I said, well, let's pull up your debit transaction.
Dang.
And we pull them
God.
up.
God.
Because we just think $10 or $12 is not a lot.
Yeah.
15, $18 is not a lot. But if you're doing that 15, 20 times a month, that's
That's
a lot.
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
See how notice how she wasn't impressed when she said Michael B. Jordan, but if I said Idris Elba, if I said like one of the dark skinned actors, if I said
Michael
Damson
Jordan
Idris, if I
is
said
dark-skinned.
Damson Idris, she would have been like, oh yeah, I'm going. But Michael Jordan, she was like, yeah, it's Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan.
Is Michael Jordan married to somebody black? Okay.
Oh wow.
And hey,
Oh,
my mom
that's
is white, but I
crazy.
don't know my white side because my mom didn't raise me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So I'm
because
not prejudiced,
I'm
but I'm
actually
for black people.
looking at the screen. I'm actually mocha because you're like you were way brighter than me. I'm mocha like
Yeah.
compared to you. Compared to you, I
Yeah.
was like
I'm biracial, so
shining
I
as the
look more
sun.
with me. Yeah. But
Yeah,
no,
getting cooked.
people were still going to the movies. You know how I think it just kind of played out because
No,
everything
it's like if you because I'm a big movie goer. Like IMAX is a big deal. This is gonna be shown in IMAX. Like this is like gonna be like a movie. This it has a 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
IMAX is like the old Ray, right?
Yeah,
On
but what I'm
Lighton
saying,
Boulevard.
yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's like the screen is like, it's like the utmost, like the best projection for a movie screen. That's what I mean by IMAX.
Right.
So
And
it's
it
like,
should be for him because he is a legend. He definitely is a legend. So is this something he's doing now at his age now?
yeah, no, Michael B. Jordan, Michael B. Jordan,
Oh, Michael B. Jordan. I
yeah,
like
Michael
him.
B. Jordan, the actor. Yeah, it's called Sinners. It's like a horror movie. I don't know if you've seen the trailer, but it's like a horror movie.
Oh, okay.
He's playing a twin, and it's like in the Jim Crow era where there were like ghosts that came out
Oh,
of, yeah. So it's like a very, but it has a 100% rate. This is the first time in history. It has a
oh.
100% rating or one like a perfect. It's almost like they're saying it's a perfect film. They're saying like it's
I
like no
like
flaws.
him.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan. I like
You think
him.
he's attractive?
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he's good. You think he's attractive?
He is attractive. I
Mm.
like him and I like how he carries himself. You
I
know what I'm
like the
saying?
fact, and again, he gets criticized for playing like the same type of role. I think he actually has a diversified set, like Black Panther, Creed,
Mhm.
Fruitvale Station. Fruitvale Station. Have you seen Fruitvale Station?
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's one. It's to me, it's his best acted role. Like
Yeah,
people,
that was deep. I enjoyed
that
that
was
one.
deep. I was like,
Yeah.
this is his
He
best
played that
acted
role.
role. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
this.
did that.
Now again, it's not a movie I would rewatch because it's a heavy movie, but
Yeah, it was very heavy, but he
yeah,
did that.
yeah.
And I think
But
when you're versatile like that, that's what makes you a good actor.
look at Miss
You know
Tar
what I'm
getting her movie
saying?
back. Look at her
He
getting her
did
movie
that.
back. Look at her getting her movie back
But
casually.
I'm not going to the movies. I love their popcorn though and the ices.
Love their popcorn. So you one of those. Like I can't under. Why do black moms do that? I was going for the popcorn. I don't care
I
about the
love their
acting.
popcorn and the ices.
The
And
I,
I'll go get a refill before I leave because I'll eat still popcorn at home. I love popcorn.
do you
You
like
already
peanut?
got your ticket?
Why are you so nosy?
So who?
Why are you so nosy? Well, it is coming out next week. You're right. I do need to get my ticket. Dang, I need to
Yeah,
get
if
my
you're
ticket.
saying it's like that,
It's like that.
yeah,
It's like that.
yeah, you be
Do you
standing
do
at
you,
the door and won't be seeing nothing.
do you like Haley Steinfeld, the white actress Haley Steinfeld? She's
Um,
dating Josh Allen.
I don't know her. I think I've heard of her name. What does she act in?
She was in Hawkeye, the Disney Plus show Hawkeye.
I've heard of her
Yeah,
before.
she's dope. So it's got a young cast. It's got
Oh,
a
good.
You know Delroy. I mean, you gotta know. You know Delroy Lindo, right?
No. Black dude,
Yes.
light skin.
No, he's dark. Like, hold up.
Oh no, I don't. I gotta look him up now.
Wow. You don't know Delroy Lindo? Oh my gosh, that's
What did he
crazy.
play in?
He's been in like so many, like he's been in The Color Purple. He's been in,
Oh, he's an older
yeah, he's older.
in the original Color Purple.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Delroy
didn't-
Lindo. Look, we're
Delroy.
Delroy. This is so funny. I gotta
I gotta
stop
look
this.
him up.
I gotta stop it. Okay, listeners, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back.